I get paid to do what I used to get yelled at in elementary school for doing. Daydreaming, making stuff up, and doodling in my book. My role at Marvel is I overlook the creative aspects of the company. I make sure that we're telling stories that are truly within the Marvel DNA. My family came long before the Cuban Revolution and hung a heavy cloud over everything because so many of our relatives could not get to us at that time. My Cuban heritage manifested itself immediately in my life. I was speaking Spanish before I learned English. My dad was very, very big on, we're Americans, we're Cubans and we're Americans, we don't forget our heritage, but speak the language as well as you can, graduate from college, and live the American dream. All the kids that I grew up with in my neighborhood came from every part of the world. We were all first generation. That sort of immigrant dream, it was always be a lawyer, be a doctor, be an accountant. Those are the things to shoot for. But my dad wasn't like that. He literally saw that I had artistic talent. And I could still remember from my youngest days, him telling me, be an artist. First memory of comics is to this day extremely vivid. So my dad was like, hey, I saw this guy in the news, some guy named Stanley, and he has a character called Spider-Man. Stan had decided to tell a story about the evils of drug addiction. And this was huge news. It was big enough news that my father, he took me by the hand and we went to the local candy store and we find the issue of Spider-Man, and it changed my life. Peter Parker lived in Forest Hills, I lived in Jackson Heights. I could ride my 3-speed to Peter Parker's house. Of course, I knew he didn't exist, but I also kind of knew that maybe he did. I'm also the first artist, primarily artist, to become editor-in-chief. And the idea of an artist being editor-in-chief really freaked a lot of people out. I felt a little pressure, like, well, I gotta kind of show them that an artist can do this job too. As people started saying to me, you know, you are the first Hispanic editor-in-chief, I started to feel, well, that's kind of cool. I overlook the creative aspects of the company. I read our scripts for our television shows, and comic books, and animated shows. I work on our theme parks division. I'm kind of all over the place. And I still draw, and I still write. The audience is clamoring for all these characters. When we are at our best, we reflect the world outside of our window. Everything that I needed to know, that I think that I've learned to have a leadership role here at Marvel, all happened on 95th Street between 37th Avenue and Roosevelt Avenue in Jackson Heights, where I grew up. When I think of Hispanic Heritage Month, and I just think about Hispanic and Latin culture in general, the first word that comes to me is family. I was lucky enough to finally get to go to Cuba. I get to meet my family, and there standing before me are these beautiful women who every single one of them, look like my mother, who passed away many years before. It was a gut punch. But boy, it was so amazing to get to know them, to meet some of my first cousins and their kids. It was a great feeling to know that even though we're still far away, that there's family of mine out there. Whatever way it is that you deem to be success, family is such a strong motivator. It's always about family.